but you know.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the post-match press conference. We have Nick Cushing. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Scott Churchson.
Hey, Coach. Thanks as always for the time. Sorry, things obviously didn't work as planned. Talk a little bit about that first half, and specifically the setup on that goal at 34. Thanks much.
I don't think we carried enough of the ball to control the game. There was far too many set plays. We gave away far too many set plays because we didn't carry the ball enough, which meant that they could throw the ball. We knew they were going to be a direct team. We knew they were going to run off the back line and put a lot of players up against us. And the one way to control, those moments happening are to have the ball. And we didn't carry the ball enough. And if you give Nashville, who we know are a direct team and play off set play, if you give them that amount of set plays in the first half, they're gonna score. And disappointed, but we'll get on the training pitch and we'll work at it.
Juan Carlos.
Hi, Coach, and thank you for the time. Despite the loss, can you give me your point of view as to how you saw Barraza's performance alongside Kufre? Thanks.
I thought Luis was really good, made some big saves. It's difficult for him with his feet at the start of the game because they jumped on us, home opener. They had the crowd on their side, but I thought he made some good saves. He looked confident in the goal, and I was really pleased with his performance. Brian Kufre, new, only been in, 6 days, without so many training sessions, only played a little bit in the Portland game. I was impressed by his performance. I think you can see his quality. It's difficult for him because he hasn't played for 3-4 weeks previous to coming here, and then he hasn't been here long, new country. But I thought for a guy that's not been here so long, he put in a performance that you can really see his quality.
Michael Allen.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. Thanks for making the time after such a hard result there. I wanted to ask you about your substitutions for the second half. You made two subs out of 5 for the 90 minutes. Do you feel like the team really do you have the depth on the team to come in and have the players to come off the bench to make a change in a game like this?
Yeah, of course. I think, I was considering bringing Andre Jasson on. Gabe Siegel's been really, really good in pre-season, and we'll be disappointed he didn't get a shout when we carry so much of the ball. But I think we had so much control in the second half, that we just had to create the moment. And when you have Gabriel Pereira, Thales Magno, Thiago Andrade on the pitch, all we need to do is carry the ball, and we should create the moments. And we didn't today. We need to be better at that when we have so much possession, so much control, that we create chances that really hurt the opposition.
Chris Campbell.
Hey, Coach. At the half, you made the switch to have Thiago Andrade up top at the 9 and move Thales back to the left wing. What did you see or not see in the first half to kind of make that switch? And what did you see in the second half, any takeaways from after making that switch?
Well, we changed the shape in possession. So we brought Tavon inside, which gave us complete control of the first line. And then we brought Keaton down and we put Thales inside. And it was just because we went one side with Kufre and the other side with Gabriel Pereira, and it gave us complete control in the game. It got Thales on the ball more. It got Thales facing up and dribbling with the ball, which I think is when we're at our best. It's when we're involving Thales Magno. We just didn't create the moment. We need to be better when we carry so much of the ball and we have so much of the ball in their final third. I think we need to make sure that we hurt teams.
Ronnie Tapia.
Hey, Coach. Tough loss, I know, but just curious as to what your halftime message was to the team after being down a goal. I was just curious what your message was, maybe to come out more aggressive in the second half, because it did seem that way, and just the result. Thank you.
Yeah, I think for us, it's about controlling the game with the ball. It's our identity. If the game goes up and down, the opposition are better than us. It's a simple game. If we control the game with the ball like we did in the second half, then we carry enough of the ball and we pin them back and we keep them away from our goal. We stop a direct team being able to be direct. Really disappointed with the second goal because we had the game. We weren't creating clean chances, but that 1-0, the game is there for us when we carry so much of the ball. But really disappointed with the counter attack. Ultimately we've came here and not played so well in the first half. Played more like ourselves in the second half and lost the game to a set play and a counter attack, which is really disappointing.
Michael and Jar.
Nick, the league analysts put out their list of where they feel NYCFC would finish at the end of the year, and it was very varied. It went as high as 3 and went as low as 10. And I guess the question is, it seems like people don't know who NYCFC are this year. After this first game, do you think that you showed enough of who the team is, or is there still a lot more work to do?
I think every team will take time to get into rhythm. It's the nature of our league. We lost our first game last year and the year before, and we went to a conference final and we won the championship in 2021. So we're really disappointed that we've lost the game because we felt we had it at 1-0 down away at a difficult Nashville. We had control of the game. We just needed to make sure we scored the goal, and we didn't. We gave away a cheap counter-attack. As far as where the analysts see us, it's their job. It's their job to analyze where they feel we are. It's our job to make sure we analyze this game and prepare for Chicago away.
Final two, John Lupo and then Christian Hennig.
Nick, thank you for taking time. Alfredo Morales was not in the starting lineup today and obviously didn't appear in the game. Justin Hack took his spot. Well, was there an injury? Was that a coach's decision? What was the reasoning behind that?
No, he was out for a long time last year with the adductor, and he felt it a little bit yesterday morning, pre-match day -1 in the pre-game. We did a short practice, and he felt the adductor small. It's nothing serious, but for a guy that was out for 10, 11 weeks, it was at this stage of the season, it wasn't worth risking it. So he came. He's a real leader in the dressing room. He had a real desire to come, but he wasn't ready to go into the game.
Christian.
Hi, Coach. Just looking at the second half there in terms of the character and the team getting back to more of what you want to see from them. Is that the big positive from you going into next week?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we know our identity. We have to be aggressive without the ball, and we have to control the game with the ball. And the more of the ball we have, the less moments we have to defend the game. And then we have to carry the ball enough to create chances. And first half, we didn't get a chance to carry that. And first game away from home in Nashville Stadium, we didn't expect to control the game from the start. But second half, we controlled the whole game, and we had the ball in the final third. We had opportunities to create chances, and we have to be so much better at one, defending set play, denying counter-attack, and then creating chances.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay. Hi, Luis. Good night. I know it's not the result that the team wanted, but you made some pretty good saves throughout the game. How do you feel with this new start and this new chance? And what are you looking forward to for the next game? Thanks.
Right. No, I think obviously, getting the start and my first game of the season, it felt good. Obviously, not the result that we wanted in the end, but feels good to be out there with the guys and battling. And again, not the result we wanted, but we'll take a look back at the game and learn from what we could have possibly done better, and get ready for Chicago.
Michael and Jar.
Luis, Nick's commentary after the game was that being down 1-0 in the second half, you guys had pretty good chances and probably could have taken something out of this game. Was that the sense you got on the field, that in that second half you guys were controlling it and giving yourselves good opportunities to get the equalizer? Certainly.
I think guys, the feeling in the locker room at halftime was, yeah, we're 1-0 down, but we still had plenty of chances in the first half. I think the guys were confident to step out in the second half, and it showed. We controlled the majority of possession in the second half, and we had chances here and there. I think kind of that second goal, it was a little bit of a uphill battle from then on, but I think second half we certainly played the game that we want to play.
Michael Allen.
Yeah, sort of to follow up on the comments. Who do you feel, really instigated the talk in the locker room? Who's stepping up as a leader on this team, and do you feel pressure to do that, stepping into Sean Johnson's shoes in the starting position at the keeper?
Right. No, I think I think there's a clear understanding that, you know, we're going to need everybody to really step up to be a leader. And in any given situation, I think today, you know, we conversed in the locker room. We really, you know, guys like, you know, Alfredo, Tiago, Maxime, myself, you know, I think it's kind of up to us to really talk and galvanize the younger guys. And I also think guys, you know, like Keaton, like guys like Justin really stepped up today, and you know, you could see the willingness to do the work and to get out there in the second half and try to get a result.
Scott Jerson. Scott just put his hand down. Christian Penich.
Hi, Luis. I know in preseason you talked about knowing the expectations of this club. Is that what will motivate you come Monday morning, that you know what this club expects and know what you have to deliver?
Yes, certainly. I think you know, in the years that I've been here, the bar and the standard has always been, you know, incredibly high. And you know, we lost this game, but we got a long season ahead of us. I think it wouldn't be smart for us to kind of get down and feel sorry for ourselves after this result. I think it's one game out of you know, 34, 35 plus postseason. So I think this is definitely a strong motivator for us to really build this week, fix what we didn't do wrong what we did wrong this game, and move on to Chicago and try to steal some points there.
And final one, Scott Cherson.
Hey, Louis. Yeah, speaking of Chicago a little bit, looking forward in this case here, do you feel that, you know, with the takeaway that you got from the second half and how things seem to have improved a little bit and gelled, how much of that do you think can really carry over to Chicago next week?
Yeah, no, I think a lot can carry over to the Chicago game in terms of the way we want to possess, the way we want to build. I think today, you know, it was a little bit well, it wasn't clean at times, but certainly, like I said before, we have a whole week to really nail down what we want to work on. And you know, we always want to play our style, our brand, and we want to win doing so. So I think we got a lot to look at this week, and you know, put this behind us and focus on Chicago now.
Great. Thanks, everyone.